Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bloomfield. This is going to be the last live stream on Bloomfield for a little bit. We're going to be coming back to Bloomfield once Pumps and Hoses releases. We are back in town. That is right, the boys are back in town. And boy, oh boy, have I been busy for the last few hours. We've got an Avon Valley map released by none other than Missy B Mudding. In chat, hello there, lady. We got Thornton 22 Revisit, which is going to go live after this live stream, and then I've already recorded Timber Valley. We're going to be editing that video after the live stream and trying to get that published sometime overnight. But today, right now, we have something else in store. So we're going to sell all of the bales. 1,834 bales is what we made in the last few live streams out of hay and straw. And we're going to sell a fair number of those right here, right now. Drew, Farmer G, Semper Buffo, Charlie Boy, Jolly Rancher, and no other than Missy B in chat. How is everybody's week been going? Pardon me as I get my audio up and running. I shut the PC down since I was away for 2.5 days and I didn't start the audio app. So let's get that fired up. There we go, boys and gal. There we go. Gonna be using our handy dandy auto load. Get these loaded up. Oh, Drew, I am as well. I am as well. It doesn't feel fully baked. That's just my take on it. Super Buffo, Farmer G, she is doing well. Doing very well, actually. Surgery went good. The hospital stay, not so much. We do a lot more tricky than pick oats. I may pick oats out of my teeth. I've got 131 of these bale bundles to pick up. Interesting. That's what 1,834 bales divided by 14 is. I was really shocked when I finished bundling all these bales up last night at the hotel. I ended exactly with a full stack, and I'm like, what are the odds? So I just did the math a little bit ago, and 1,834 bales divided by 14 is exactly 131. Oh, Drew, I'm fine. I'm fine. There's a wife that was in for disc replacement surgery. Surgery went well, but the hospital stay was less than well due to a few things, but let's just say you ever have one of those days where nothing goes right? Well, that's about what it was like. Oh, this is the base game Demco drop deck. Nothing special here, just the base game Demco drop deck. Right. Chris Miller says, right, well, it was rather good timing, or good idea, because there was a couple bales worth of straw that I did accidentally leave on the ground. And when I realized that I had exactly 131 bale bundles, well, I was going to leave it be. I wasn't going to go and make a few more bales. Raphael, welcome. Welcome to the party. Once we get these bales sold, we are going to be moving into December, into winter time, where we are going to have a winter corn harvest. And then that is going to close out all of harvest here on Bloomfield for the year. Feels like we've been on harvest for like 6-7 months here on the map. Rubber Burner is in chat, the map author himself. How's it go there, Rubber Burner? Now, there was someone that asked just a few days ago, what's up with the map update? I know I asked before and you're like, don't ask. So I don't think the update doesn't seem to have gone over so well, but hoping it's still coming. Oh no, I dread tomorrow because it's my first day in the office since Monday. There have been some emails I have ignored up until this point that I will not be able to ignore anymore. Starting tomorrow. Oh wait, yes, I remember now. You mentioned it was going to be after the new computer. Let's just stack them nice and neat. Look at all these pretty bales. Hot dog. 277,200 liters of hay. Those 131 bale bundles are going to go fast. I'm doing it this way. Oh, I have to say, I have to admit, I have no idea what it's like to get cavities filled. Never had one, let alone to have to get it filled. Just gonna park here and wait. Park here and wait. Yeah, man. Yeah, what? We got what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 33 bundles of 14 baby bales. That's a lot of baby bales on this trailer. everybody, and welcome back to Bloomfield, Canada. Nah, that's Bloomfield, Canada, for all you smart people out there. We are doing the great bale sell-off. Over the last few live streams, we have been making hay and straw bales with the baby baler. While I was away, I was busy combining all of these baby bales into massive bale stacks. And now we are selling them off, seeing how much moolah we can get for all of these things. Oh, are these just a little bit too tall? Let's turn this on. Turn it on. $500 for the big mega bale stacks. Raphael, Drew, Rubber Burner, Captain Kiwi, Warp Nut, Missy B, Modding is in the house. Burgess is here, but not first. That is for sure. At first, we had Jolly Rancher in the house. Derek, how y'all doing? How is everybody doing? We are back in town, and we are going to be live streaming here in Bloomfield tonight. As I said during the pre-show, I was busy earlier. We got in town around, I don't know, 3 o'clock. And for the last 5 hours, I have been busy working on map videos for you guys, as well as getting our credits updated. So we're going to roll at the end of the live stream tonight with our new credits for our mid-month update. So if you all have joined the channel since September 1st, well, then you are going to see yourself in the updates at the end. And speaking of members of the channel, this video is brought to you by Todd Templar and Chasey Dog. Thank you for being farm barons. We had 3 maps released while I was gone, and all 3 map videos have been recorded. Avon Valley, a wilderness map by none other than Missy B. That video is already released. Thornton 22 Revisit will release at the end of the live stream, and Timber Valley is recorded, but I need to edit that video up, so we're going to try to release that sometime overnight. How is everybody's week been going along? Missy B says Maze Plus is releasing on Saturday. For any of you Maze Plus fans, I've looked at the manual, and I have to say, Maze Plus confuses the heck out of me. So I will not be doing any sort of new and noteworthy, because quite frankly, I don't think I could do Maze Plus noteworthy, and therefore it's probably best that I not even attempt, because I'm sure I will completely mess it up. For anyone that is not aware of what the heck we are doing, because I know someone asked what trailer we were using. This is just a base game trailer, but we are using the Universal Autoload mod, and the Universal Autoload mod introduces autoload to standard equipment. Pretty much any flatbed in game can be now used as autoload. And it is really, really easy to add autoload to a modded flatbed trailer with the use of the universal autoload mod. As I said, we had 1,834 bales that we made, and it turns out we made 131 combined bales out of those 1,834. Let's go ahead and neatly stack these up, because when we are rolling, they don't stack near as well as when we are stationary. There we go. Oh, Richard. Post that in Discord, please, under videos, the new video of Silver Run Forest. Be interested in taking a look. I know there were some folks that posted videos after Gamescom because they had interviews with Giants and were able to get a little sneak preview of Silver Run Forest and the Platinum Edition. But if you've got a video that is post Gamescom, then I would be super interested in watching that. Avon Valley is a wilderness map, so that is the point, Burgess. Just like No Man's Land, just like Wilderness Valley, and a few other, well, not Wilderness Valley, Western Wilds. Just like other wilderness style maps, the make your own map style of map, that was kind of the point. Yeah, most of, or pretty much all of those videos were of German language, because of course it was in Germany, and what would you expect? But it is pretty cool to listen to if you turn on YouTube Translate. Tomorrow night we're going to be on Forza Horizon 5. Well, no, she's doing well. She's doing well, given the fact that she went into surgery yesterday around 11:30, and probably got out around 2:30. I was able to go see her around 5, and we got released and started our way home around 9:30, quarter to 10, around 10 actually this morning. So hard to believe, right? You go in one day, they cut a disc out. They slap a replacement in, and they sew you back up and ship you out home the next day. I mean, that was a stark difference from the fusion that she had earlier in the year. As far as pain from the actual surgery, a little discomfort at the incision site, like a little stiffness in the neck overall, but man, really incredible how that just all works. Yeah, she's doing real good now that we're home. The hospital stay from after the surgery was a completely different story. That was a bit of a not so much comedy of errors, more or less a whole series of errors that led to just a very, very, very bad experience. So, needless to say, we couldn't get discharged fast enough. And we're happy to see that happen this morning. It's okay, Bertus, because, well, it's... jokes often don't come over well in a text-only condition. Well, GoldenEye, that's kind of where real life emulates science fiction, right? Science fiction of the past is our reality in the future. Just take a look at the foldable communicators from the original Star Trek. There is no doubt that those foldable communicators from Star Trek were the inspiration for the Nokia StarTAC phones of age old. And the Nokia StarTAC phones then were the inspiration themselves of other flip style phones because of their popularity. And thus, science fiction is a little bit of a what is it when you kind of justify your own existence? Pick him up and put him down. There we go, boys and gals. Oh, Richard, what did Terminator say? I see where you asked Terminator if base game story equipment would be updated to support pumps and hoses, but did he not answer? My guess is he didn't answer, did he? That is probably something they are going to leave up to modders if someone wants to adapt it, if it can even be adapted knowing that pumps and hoses is most likely going to be locked behind DRM. That's a PDLC file. Whoa, slow down. Oh, there is a unsold bale by the dumpster. The board. Self-fulfilling prop. That's it. Sci-fi is self-fulfilling itself. Because kids that watch science fiction later become engineers and design the products that they saw as a child that can become real-life products. Are you telling me those straw bales only sold for 29 bucks a piece? That is a problem. They should sell for more than that. Oh, but you kidding me? Being a little bit out of the loop the last few days, what kind of mods released that are interesting? I've been only kind of scouring the mod hub for maps. Oh, Captain Kiwi was a charmer. Were you? Were you really the charmer? I thought it'd take a bit longer to sell these bales off. But when you have a fabulous mod like Universal Auto Load, it doesn't take very long, does it? Why is it not loading? F-Shift-R, there we go. Oh, somehow I turned off the ability to pick bales up while moving. Alright, fine. We'll do it this way, we don't have to pick up too many. Because, well, the whole process is going a lot faster than obviously the bundling process. That's great to hear, Rubber Burner. Great to hear. I'd be a little worried that they'd initialize a little bit different on the new computer. which would mean that the key bindings wouldn't quite line up, even if they were right. That's good to hear. Oh, Jolly Rancher fails to come back. Now we're going to see what these bales really cost. So we are just a few days away. Oh. I'm like, why is my countdown not appearing, people? No one told me my countdown wasn't showing up. There we go. Countdown is appearing. Less than 12 days away from pumped and hoses. Hoses and pumped. We did have a winner. The winner has been announced of our drawing that we did Tuesday night. I was a little late in getting that drawing posted, but we did post the winner. And explanation giveaway, Streamlabs is putting up a new link, a new giveaway link for another copy of Pumps and Hoses. We're going to be giving away next Tuesday. Hard to believe we are that close to being a week away from Pumps and Hoses. So we have 8. Oh, good. We only have 6 left on the field, so we're done. Oh, 7. There's 1 down there. We are done after this. 3 loads, or is it 4 loads? And I think we've sold all of the bales. Jolly Rancher says it's a conspiracy. He has not won yet. Oh, Bertus, maybe you need to try to enter in the middle. Maybe you need to enter in the middle. We'll turn the Bale dots on as a confirmation we've got them all. So we have 1, 2, 3. No Bale dots. No Bale dots. And no Bale dots. Indeed, indeed. There are only 3. Other than the bales around here, which we know about. Cry me a river, Jelly. Cry me a river. Although I would like to see Riverside get released. What's up with that? Cry me a river over that one. And where's Schultz? Because we need fuel. Who'd have thought we need fuel? We never run out of fuel on this game. That's it. 26 minutes into the live stream and we've sold all of our bales. A little melodramatic, I think. It makes it look like selling 1,800 bales. Easy peasy. Missy B says, don't look at me. I told him it was ready to release a month ago. Autumn in Farm Sim is a pretty time of year. We're starting to have cooler nights. It's supposed to get down in the 50s tonight. Tell you what's wrong, my steering wheel was turned. Farm Sim Jim, what is up, sir? What is up? Vesper says it's chilly up there in Vancouver. Or, sorry, Ontario. Not Vancouver. There we go, people, there we go. All the bales are sold. There's not another one left that we want to sell at least. Let's go get some fuel. Sean, I have no idea what you're talking about. So all you guys, it's me. I decided to live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern years ago. Anybody else live streaming at 8 p.m. Eastern probably started after I did, so. It's a case of who came first. Well, if I wouldn't play with high fuel usage, I wouldn't have this issue. I mean, this truck's only got 2.9 hours on it. I either get really bad fuel economy or this thing has super small tanks. All right, later, Corpnet. Hope your recovery goes well. There we go. Get that thing fueled up. Oh no, we can't. It's empty. Somebody put an order in for some fuel. I'm glad I could get some fuel. Now, we're gonna stash this trailer. I think we'll stash it over here. Over here yonder. And then we need to Hook back up to this. Because we have a load of oats we need to sell. Oh, it turns out I got a lot more than 20-some thousand liters of slurry. I got like 120-some thousand liters. Oh, where's my tractor? So I think we will reset. Where's our reset bell counter? Let Control X. Control X. Why is it like I'm not hitting control? Anyway, we'll worry about that later. Yeah, we are saving up a whole bunch of field work for pumps and hosiery. Mix up TMR. These out of the way. Get over there. Alright. Somehow we busted those up. We don't want those. We want this. We want the big bale. $10 million, Ray says. Sounds like it was worth the effort. Was it not? That. We're still pulling silage out of our bunker we did when we did the map preview of this. The live stream of the rubber burner. Silage goes a long way. There we go. We got our TMR. Oh no, Jolly Rancher didn't return again. He's got some pretty bad fortunes as far as adventurers go. Probably should service our tractor. Let's go do that before we jump into December. Poor Kubota. What do you think we'll see as far as DLC for year 2? I don't really know, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be exciting. See if they're going to come out with even more free content updates with vehicles and equipment in that. I wonder if we'll get a map the end of next year also. Maybe if we do, that'll be the Asian map that so many of us were thinking we would see at the end of year 1. Ray, what's a Mahindra DLC? Burgess is hoping for some cat vehicles. Shedback, I agree. I'd like to see a North American building pack. That includes some contemporary barns that you would see. Some of the more industrial pig facilities and chicken facilities. There, we got that fixed. Kind of different trucks. We don't really have a whole lot of European vehicles, but we're going to get a Volvo truck in Platinum, right? But in previous farm sims, there was a bit of a drought in American style vehicles, but now we seem to have a little bit of a drought in Euro style trucks. Our character's a vampire. We cast no shadow. That's what I would like to see a mod that puts a shadow on your character, dude. Normal, I would think capacity. But if all else is equal, not really. Right? If you think about it, it's a specialty purpose vehicle, whereas a tractor is multi-purposed. You get more done with a large tractor than a semi. I guess yes, speed. Right. Because a semi would drive faster, so on a large map, or if you have to make multiple trips, that could really be handy. I didn't quite chuck that one far enough. Oh, maybe we did. Okay. They are full up. Our chickens are full up. Our pigs are nearly filled up. So with that, later, River Burner, later. Let's go and do our thing. So next time we live stream a farm sim, we'll be back on back roads. And we'll run back roads for basically up until Pumps and Hoses comes out, and then we'll be back on this map. All right. So it is December. It is time to start selling product. And our corn should be ready to harvest also. So we have oats in here, we have oats in our semi, we have oats still in our harvester. And we have a best time to sell oats is right now. There's never been a better time to sell oats than immediately. Let's sell it to the cereal factory. What the hey, let's do it. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest advantage would be speed, as Chris mentioned. But beyond that, assuming the trailers hold the same amount, then I would say you're pretty much up to player preference. Although to some degree, I think a tractor is more versatile than a semi. But again, if you're playing on a big 4X map or you have a lot of trips to make, getting it done in a faster manner can be quite helpful. Well, what is up? Welcome to chat. How's it go down in the great state of FL? Do I think we'll start getting fact sheets after Pumps and Hoses releases? That's one thing, right? Forrest, the stream's been on for 45 minutes. But you don't need to scream about it. I would, yeah, I mean, in the short term, I don't know about buying a semi right up front. But I think as you mature with your farming to the point of you really have the land that you are looking to get, and you don't have to worry about expanding your operation anymore, then a semi would be a good investment. Just going to drop our oats off here. Rabbit Rob Friday Eve indeed, or Forza Horizon 5 Friday Eve. We're starting a whole new season. Once a month is the most favorite time of month with Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, I mean, we got, but we're getting pumps and hoses about a month out. So I would think about a month out, we would see fact sheets start to show up. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. So, to the end of October. Maybe the week before Halloween. Speaking of which, this will be the very first Halloween we would have seen if we have the return of the zombies in a farming simulator. Make sure you fire the game up on October 31st to see if the walkers return. Dun dun dun. Moonin! What is up? What's on terrible? Ah, that's the base game corn texture. As far as I know. Oh, we have snowmen, little snowmen in the yard. No snow for them, but they are in the yard. And speaking of corn, we're going to be harvesting corn here in a wee little bit. Because we put down some late corn over at the pig farm. We also have a whole lot of grain to sell in December. All of our cereals are best price right now. Oh, Rabbit Rob, things are going well. Things are going well. We are obviously back in town. Discharged less than 24 hours after a disc replacement surgery. We were actually back in town 24 hours after she got out of surgery. for us. The map is available at the farmingsimulator.com instead of the in-game downloadable content menu. Drew, mining is not scooping up rocks. It's just spawning, if you will. So it's not going to be like Terra Farm where you dig up dirt. I think if anything, it's if we do have products that we have to pick up with a bucket, it's just going to spawn in a heap. If we don't have product that actually picks up with a bucket, then it will probably just, the factory will probably just create it over time. So if you activate a spine disc in your neck, was severely impinging on the spinal cord, causing very significant issues with respect to motor function, balance, and mobility. Oh wait, what happened? I thought we sold all of our oats. We still have oats in this trailer. We still have oats in this trailer, people. We're gonna have to make another trip. It's okay, we gotta get some more from the harvester anyway. It's not near as painful as spinal fusion. That was back in February. That's where they take 3 vertebrae and remove 2 discs and fuse it all together with some air quote bone juice and plates and screws, or rods and screws. She's our bionic woman. Hellhawk, what is up? Good evening, sir. Good evening. Well, I wanted to put it in that back chamber, but oh well. It is where it is. I'm glad you're enjoying the Premiere DLC, Drew. Oh, indeed, bone juice is very unique. I would not suggest drinking bone juice. Probably won't have a desirable outcome. I guess we should refuel this harvester before we take it all the way over to the pig farm. Squeak through here. Oh yes, orange juice is obviously orange in color and comes from the orange fruit. Bull juice is often not orange in color and it comes from a different style of fruit. But the good news is we're going to be on the road of recovery. Recovering get our nerves to regrow, regenerate. Getting our balance back, our mobility back. But we have at least one more surgery in the future. That is to take care of a pair of discs in the mid-spine. That's causing a significant portion of her pain at this point. The neck never was painful, it just was significantly impacting one's ability to function. The mid-spine is extremely painful, and as a result also impacting one's ability to function. So it's a long road to hoe. But we are significantly farther down that road than we were just a week ago. So much appreciated those that have been mindful and thoughtful over the last few days. As I mentioned early in the live stream, we have Fortin 22 Remake, Revisit, or whatever it's called. That map video is dropping at the top of the hour at 10, so in approximately 1 hour, that video will air. We have already released Avon Valley map video, and I've recorded the forestry map, and I'll have that one hopefully edited, uploaded to YouTube so I can schedule its release sometime overnight. We're just a few short days away now from the Pumps and Hoses giveaway that's going to be on next Tuesday. If you have yet to win one of our giveaways and you are on PC, please, by all means, sign up. Your name just might be drawn on the Tuesday of next week. We're giving away 2 more copies of Pumps and Hoses between now and the DLC's release. But here you go, Will. This is here's base game corn as far as I know. Base game corn texture. Delano, thank you for your 11-month Farm Baron membership. We forgot to refuel this thing. In fact, you might want to check out a video we're about to release. It's got a name you might know as the sponsor. Let's see if this thing has any fuel in it. It does. It does have some fuel in it. Boar, welcome. It has been a minute, Ray. It has, and I have to say, I think maybe its best days are behind it. I don't think I said so much directly in the video, but well, there's some maps I feel that maybe nostalgia is where they belong at this point. It's like seeing a sports player maybe play way beyond their prime. I gotta turn this thing off too. Kenzo, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, you ordered a whole new PC and part. Did your PC have a problem, or are you getting ready to build something? Time to build. Tell you what, there's lots of new announcements coming up. Lots of new announcements coming up. Yeah, there we go. So that's Space Game 22 corn stalk texture for harvested and ready to harvest corn. Well, the good news is the price of PC parts is much lower now than it was just a month ago. The bad news is AMD announced new processors like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and well, they are going to be going on sale in about 2 weeks. AMD had, or not AMD, or Nvidia, sorry. Nvidia has an announcement scheduled for next Tuesday, where they are going to most likely announce their 4000 series cards and hopefully have a release date for those. And then Intel is going to be announcing new chips the end of this month, possibly available for sale as late as the end of the year. And possibly as early as October. So lots of changes are coming. Lots of changes are coming. I gotta figure out which one of these has corn in it. Which Westbridge Hills? Which one though, Ray? Remember there were two. There was a Westbridge Hills that was adapted for FS22 with FS22 style buildings and such, and then there was the more original map that had basically all the original buildings and such. I didn't mind the revisit, not the revisit, but the version that was enhanced for 22. I was not a big fan of the one that was more akin to the original. Let's see if are oats still our best deal. Sure, the cereal factory is still the best deal. This map does not have a corn dryer. We added it as a mod. Yeah, Drew, I point out a few issues with the map that I feel were most likely a result of rushing, not really thinking through. Like, for example, we start out by owning a dairy that has the ability to make chocolate, but we can't sell any chocolate, and chocolate has no other production method. It's an inline product. Don't make chocolate unless you put down your own sell point. We own the spinnery at the start, which makes fabric, but you know what else you can't sell? You can't sell fabric on the map. So if you make fabric, you better be putting down a tailor to make clothing with that fabric, or again, a sell point to actually sell what you can produce. We have a sawmill that we can buy. We don't own the sawmill, but we can buy the sawmill. Guess what you can't sell? Planks. That's right. So if you have the sawmill, then you might as well also put down a carpentry so you can actually do something with the planks that you produce. Well, I don't know how you can issue a takedown notice on something that is clearly creative rights. Why am I getting no money? It's acting like it's full. I don't own the cereal factory. It won't take any more. That's why we had oats left over. It is, well, it's also a it's an editorial, if you will. It is my own content. We've been critical of other maps he's done. So we are safe. Hell, I've gone straight after the RIAA for supposed notices on my channel, and who is won? I have won. Alright, we'll go to the grain mill then. Down the hill. Like I said, well, I'm not worried. I'm a big boy and I have big boy britches. That's not the cereal, that's not the mill, that is the oil factory. It's going everywhere. Here we go. That's where we need to go. Oh, Sherman, from what I understand, there's a few different Canadian maps. Now, if you're on console, then I think you're a bit limited, but this isn't the only one that's out there. Oh, Al and I would agree. I think it is overkill. That's why I like it. No, really, I got it because we need to sell a lot of grain pretty quick. Oops. Well, Drew, it's because it's history to them. It's not a thing, right? They're kids. They don't have a frame of reference. So for me, let's go back many years ago. Let's go back to the Challenger disaster. I was in school, and I don't know if they showed it. I don't know if I saw it live. I don't remember the exact details. But what I do know is I will never, ever watch that video ever. Right? Never. But it was a big thing, right? First time, so a teacher was going into space. It's a big thing. So it'd only be natural for kids to watch it, right? They would have it on the TV, so they'd be talking all about it. This monumental thing, right? Well, then the worst you could ever imagine happens. Okay? So for those that lived in it, it's a different story than those that came just a few years later that weren't grasping of what's going on. Same thing with Pearl Harbor. My generation is a thing of history, right? We came 30 years later. We learn about it. It was a bad thing. We can go to Hawaii. We can see the memorials. It's a bad thing. But we didn't live through it. So it's a completely different outlook on things if you live through it. So for anyone in school, anyone in college, quite frankly, it happened before they had any knowledge of what was really occurring. They didn't have a grasp of really what's going on. So it's sad. It's frustrating. But it's not unexpected. But, you know, back to the map. It's you know, I've heard some people say, you know, wish Oxygen David would have done a conversion of it, but, you know, he doesn't want to just keep converting his own. Still want to be converting his own maps from previous iterations. He wants to make new things. You know, Thornton Farm and FS17, Thornton Farm and FS19. In 17, it was Oxygen David's map. In 19, it was listed as Oxygen David and Stevie's mods. And then in 22, it was listed as exclusively Stevie's mods in the credits. So you know, I don't expect a map maker to work on every iteration of their own map. We still have a ton of oats in storage. We gotta figure out where those are. Dang, where are these oats? Sorry, DB, sorry, it was not my intent. Wheat in that one. Oats, oh, here they are. Here's oats. Oh, indeed, the wall coming down. I will admit that that was, you know, Ronald Reagan, Gorbachev. I was elementary school. So I didn't really, I would say to myself, I would say that I was too young to fully understand what was going on. I know the names of the players, right? I remember parts of the speeches, right? I remember seeing the wall, knowing what it was, but not really understanding the impact. Slow this up. Oats. Give me some oats, baby. Court Farms. It's that Austin David's new map. Wow, Phil, that is completely understandable, right? What's Cheslet? If it happens on Facebook, it stays on Facebook. I have no idea. Scooter, I totally agree. Oh, what a Missy B's mini new maps. Next year. SCB says we're going to be getting Maze Plus on Saturday. A not so surprise Saturday release. I don't know, maybe I should be wearing sandals without socks when I look at it then. I mean, if they get blown off, I might not be able to find them again. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, Drew. I 100% sequester myself away. I don't want to look at any any information. I got hyped up for a map in FS17. For me, it felt like it was a disappointment, and as such, I have been deliberate ever since about trying to stay fairly removed from reading about map development. Removed from looking at preview videos. I don't go looking for information about upcoming maps until they're out. Then I don't have my opinion swayed or I don't end up trying to make myself feel it's better than it is, simply because I want it to be better. Well, there's some less than happy comments from time to time. If they send hate messages in Facebook, a unreceived hate message is an unreceived hate message, so I wouldn't know. I don't even know how to open Messenger and Facebook. I really feel sorry for anyone that does message me over there, because it's going to go unseen. Drew, I don't remember them. They don't have any merit. They don't have any weight. I don't spend my time with them. I did have one I enjoyed. It's not really a hate message, but I mean, there's no doubt my videos are long format, right? My videos aren't short. It's a long format. And the little boys and girls of this day and age, well, they don't have an attention span longer than 3 minutes. So, yeah, we'll get comments like, you could have showed the whole thing in 45 seconds. Okay, well, then go make your own 45-second long video and you release it. Have fun. You already have a YouTube channel because you left a comment. You're one step closer. And I had somebody too long didn't watch. And then they ask a question. So I simply replied back, too long, didn't read. And then I move on. If you're not going to give me enough time out of your life to watch a video, and you're still going to ask me a question, you got some mighty small garbanzo beans between your legs, boys. So if you want to admit you didn't watch the video, then I'm not answering your question. So, yeah, there's... I will fill that one. Most of them are folks that just don't agree with my scoring. I'm the only one out there that's willing to actually put a score on something. Lots of people aren't willing to put a score on something because it's maybe not going to be popular. Right? They have to oogle and ogle a map that's going to be popular. And if they do go around and show details on the map, they will most likely deliberately avoid certain things. Like, they'll avoid showing the map boundary if the map boundary is just not so hot. Or the best thing since sliced bread map. So yeah, there was some. Usually the haters come out on Oxygen David maps when he doesn't get a 5 out of 5. Not him. He doesn't care. But, yeah. Calmston, there were some not so nice likers. I wouldn't say they're haters, but they were not so nice likers of my views. Since it was portraying a real life farm, then of course you shouldn't be able to sell anything because it's an exact replica of a farm, so you should have to play it exactly how the farm exists. And if you can't sell something, then it was probably that way on purpose. How dare I question somebody's map design? Or you should rate a map differently because it's this way versus that way. They're rated all the same. If you're constantly changing the scoring, then what's the score? It's just a number. It has no meaning. But yeah, there are certain times that the score doesn't mean anything because of the type of map it is. Avon Valley will naturally score a will naturally get a 1 point for farm customization because there isn't a farm. So of course you can customize it because nothing's pre-placed. But then you have Thornton Farm, which has pretty much everything pre-placed. None of it, well, there's like 3 buildings you can sell in the whole farm. So naturally it gets a much lower score for that metric because of the fact that it's all pre-placed. We had a map recently that was emulating a real-life area, and you could actually sell whatever you wanted off the farm. Right? I don't remember the map name, but that was commendable. Right? You could play it exactly how it's built, which emulated a real farm location. Or you could actually sell whatever you wanted, and guess what? Play the map however you actually wanted to play it. An interesting idea. All right, let's come back down here. We have to sell stuff. So that should be all of our oats. Yep, one more oats. It's time to sell barley also. We have barley here. We have corn in that one. That one is now empty. Wheat. Wheat. It's time to sell wheat. Let's get this repositioned. The Renambu map, that was really nice, but that one's going to be further expanded. So yeah, I decided to start scoring maps in 19. I wanted to, more formalize things. Oh, it's under the bottom middle. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Engage. Engage. Wireframe mode. There we go. Raised bed. Auger. Okay, now we're in position to do things the hard way, as Schultz would say. Drew, for what? Are we talking about Thornton? That's coming out in a half hour. I got it recorded earlier today. It's sitting in processing. Let's see, is it still processing? It is done processing. It will go live in 30 minutes. And while I'm here, there. Well, Will. Of course Nebraska isn't flat. And then we need to bring some Nebraskans out here east. I don't think it got that much golden eye. Where's wheat? Green mill. You'll just have to see. You'll just have to see. But I mean, the biggest hit on the map was the fact that 95% of the farm buildings were permanent. Another kind of a hit on the map was the extensive reuse of old building textures, which doesn't affect gameplay unless you're, you know, looking at the buildings and it cares. Rabbit Rob is an expert. An absolute expert at rolling things. At work, whenever they need something rolled down a hill, they call Rob. Say, Rob, we needed something rolled down a hill. Can you come do it? Because we know you're so good at it. Armchair Ag, that's a great name. I have to say that is a fabulous name. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. We are doing all kinds of things tonight. We are selling grain, harvesting corn. Earlier today we sold 1,834 bales of straw and hay. But for fans of Thornton Farm, or FS19, FS17, FS22's iteration, they will probably enjoy it. If at all, just playing it for nostalgia purposes. If it's a map you always wanted to play but never had an opportunity to play, this is your opportunity. It's my first time catching you at all, Armchair Act, so thank you for dropping by. Why does he always seem to fill his pipe on the wrong side? Yeah, Drew, maybe one day consoles will take bigger maps. It'll probably be the day that Farm Sim doesn't run on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. I think they honestly are holding the game back for other consoles. I will say though, for playing Farm Sim while I was traveling, I took the gaming laptop, took the work laptop too, but I didn't turn that thing on. I was very well behaved. The work laptop went with me, but never got turned on. But the hotel I was staying at had really easy hookups to hook up the computer to the TV. So I hooked the computer up to the TV. And I took my wireless keyboard and mouse with me. So I sat on the couch in the hotel room with the feet up, playing Farm Sim. So now I know what it's like to play Farm Sim from the couch. Oh, she said... too bad you didn't think about that for this afternoon. Because we went up there, we went up Tuesday. Her procedure was Wednesday. And we didn't know when her surgery was going to be Wednesday until we were basically halfway up there Tuesday afternoon. So we get up there Tuesday afternoon, we check in, and I sit at the desk and I was doing some stuff. And then, a little bit later, I decided to try to hook up the HDMI cable. I had recently got a wireless keyboard because I kept pulling. I was worried I was going to pull the cord out of the wired one. I kept snagging it on my end table. End table that I use. So I showed her basically the setup that I had. Right before bed, and she's like, "Oh, too bad you didn't think about that earlier." Because the office chair in that room was not comfortable at all. So what's the difference between German potato salad and American potato salad? That is the question that's on everyone's mind. Alright, so that's all the wheat we got. What's inside that one? $12,000 We'll use that in the pigs. We'll use that in the pigs. Rob's a wrecking ball in ATS. I would avoid him at all costs. We're gonna finally set something up I should have set up earlier. And here I thought Jolly was a good driver. Early on he never really wrecked, he was all serious and all. Jolly's not a good driver. Oh, this is going to be positioned the wrong way. Oh, dang it. It would have reached too, but it's going to unfold the wrong way. So I can't use it. Oh. And I don't think that one over there is long enough. Oh, maybe it is. Action cannot be performed here. You will do the action where I tell you. That's right, your drivers can't drive 55 because they're too busy trying to make up money from your rollovers. I don't think this will reach. No, it's not long enough. We're driving all the way over here just to find out this isn't long enough. I should have rotated that bin a lot more. My brain wasn't thinking ahead enough. The heck are you? Oh my gosh, stop dumping out manure. I don't think I've ever had potato salad with bacon bits in it. Nope, won't reach. We're gonna have to put corn in the dryer the old-fashioned way. That's when you slow down, Rabbit Rob. You slow down, and then they just smash into each other. Oh, red potatoes are the best potatoes. They're expensive little buggers, but they're good. I think GoldenEye is a gourmet chef for all the chefing that he does. Oh yeah, we're driving on a single set of wheels. I guess we're gonna fill this thing up too. I thought they fixed it so you couldn't fill up sell points. Didn't they make it so that you can just sell unlimited amounts in the in their production areas if you don't own them? It'd be nice if you could crank all three of these open at once. Now we have a barley to sell. Oh, I think barley's over at the sheep farm. Barley might also be over at the big farm. I need to go check that out. There you go, GoldenEye. I think you go to a. When you're done with IT stuff, you maybe go and open up a little bit of a restaurant. Call it FAM. It'll be restaurants from. Or it'll be recipes from growing up. There'll be other recipes from other folks. Of their family recipes. You know, just call it FAM. Come down to FAM and have yourself a good old home-cooked meal. Just like Grandmama used to make. Maybe your grandmother, maybe my grandmother. Somebody's grandmother used to make something. Reckon Mindred, what's that? Hellhawk05 says that sounds wonderful. Call me business idea development. Corn? Barley is indeed in there, okay. Well, that field didn't take long. It's not that we're done yet, but it didn't take long. Which is handy because we've got about 10 more minutes to go before we say goodbye for the night. 4 and 22 Revisit will follow right after the live stream at 10 p.m. Eastern, so at the top of the hour. And then look for Timber Valley, whatever the last map that came out. Look for that video to drop sometime overnight tonight. It is early hours indeed out there in the land of GMT. Indeed, Hellhawk, indeed, we are on the eastern side. So while the evening is just starting out for you West Coasters, I've got to go to the office tomorrow, so I need to get up. Can't sleep in. So we'll let that unload. Let's go check out our other silo complex. Over to Sheep Farm. Because we got a lot of barley somewhere. I think it's over to Sheep Farm. What's Scooter talking about? What new save game? No new save game here. Although I do think our time here in Bloomfield is coming to an end. We're just looking for a replacement map. But we're definitely going to be using this map for pumps and hoses. Now that we've got all of our fields harvested, it is the perfect time to do a little dragline work. Here we have barley, 83,000 liters. Sorghum, 200-some thousand liters. Oh, the best time to sell those is January, so we're going to be doing that next month. Oh. Who's gonna be the hat guy? What was the hat guy's name? Barley, Crawford Farms. Well, where is all this barley at? Do I have barley down here and I just didn't think I did? That's empty. This has got corn in it. It's got wheat in it. So they're not over here. Do I have barley stored in a grain silo in one of those? Because it was, we didn't have a lot of barley there. Corn. Oh, 66,000. I guess that'll make it up, right? Yeah, that'll get it. Oh, pulled pork is good, but not that last word. That is no good. We have no snow in December. We have the visual aspects of the fact that it is winter time, but as far as the weather goes, we might have snow on the second day of December. But as far as the first day, maybe tonight we'll get some snow. We don't want snow now. We gotta get corn out of the field. Alright, maybe you could have, well, see, if you did bond things, you'd have to deal with licensing and all of that. That just sounds like a giant pain in the Bale hook. I'll just call it the Bale hook. We're using very robust grass. Are we out of our barley? No. Scooter, that's I think that's a known deficiency with the game, at least. At least it was early on. I reported it that the tree textures were like a cycle off. Yeah, see, I've run into this issue. I can't sell here. Don't know why. I can't sell here. Alright, later, Hellhawk. We are also done here. I want to say thank you all for coming out and watching. Help me pass a little couple hours by. Thornton 22 Revisit is now live and in charge on the channel, so be sure to check out that map video. Then we're going to be doing another map video overnight to get caught up on the 3 maps that released over the last couple days while I was away from the house. Tomorrow night we'll be back live streaming, but this time Forza Horizon 5 for Forza Friday. So be sure to tune in if you want to see some interesting Forza action. We're going to be starting a new season, Season 12. It's always fun when you start a new season because whole different types of themed events kick in. So we'll see what Season 12 is all about tomorrow night. Then we move into the weekend with, well, who knows what might we have in store. Be sure to enter to win the Pumps and Hoses giveaway that is going to be happening next Tuesday. And until next time, happy farming.